You step on the gas to merge into fast-moving traffic, and instead of that smooth surge of power you expect, the car feels flat and sluggish, while that dreaded malfunction indicator lamp ruins your morning. When you hook up your diagnostic tool and see code P2021, your vehicle is shouting about a low voltage condition in the intake manifold runner position sensor circuit on bank 2. This is a very common headache for owners of modern fuel-injected engines from Ford, Dodge, or Toyota. This system, which we often call the IMARC, is like a high-tech traffic cop for the air entering your engine. It uses a sensor typically located at one end of the intake manifold to tell the powertrain control module exactly where those runner flaps are positioned. The computer needs this data to perfectly time the airflow for maximum efficiency at different revolutions per minute. When the signal goes low, it usually means the electrical path is broken or the sensor has suffered a short to ground. Bank 2 refers to the side of the engine that does not contain cylinder number 1, so make sure you are looking at the correct cylinder head before you start poking around. One of the most common reasons for this code is actually just a simple case of environmental wear and tear. These sensors and their wiring harnesses sit right on top of a scorching hot engine where they are blasted by vibrations and heat cycles every single day. Start your diagnosis with a very thorough visual inspection of the connector and the wires. Look for any signs of rubbing, scraping, or melted plastic. Pull that connector apart and check those tiny metal pins for any green crusty corrosion or dark burn marks. If they look nasty, give them a good scrub with electrical contact cleaner and a soft brush. Then pack the cavity with dielectric silicone grease to keep the moisture out. If the wiring looks like $1,000,000, grab your digital volt ohm meter and check for battery voltage at the power wire with the key in the run position. You should see about 12 volts there. If not, you have a broken power circuit or a blown relay hiding somewhere. A great way to test the sensor itself is to use a high-end scan tool to perform an actuator test or a bidirectional test, which allows you to manually command the flaps to move while watching the voltage change on your screen. If the computer tries to move them but nothing happens, or if the voltage stays pinned at 0, then that sensor or the actuator motor has likely failed internally. Just remember that if the mechanical parts are jammed by heavy carbon buildup, no amount of electrical testing will fix it until you get that intake manifold cleaned out and moving freely again.